Hello students, this is our third installment for chapter 8. This is chapter 8.2, multiplying polynomials. Now remember, to multiply polynomials and monomials, you will use the same property of multiplication you learned in this chapter. Let's start with our first example. Now you have two monomials multiplying each other. So remember, you are going to multiply 6 times 3, and then you're going to add 3 and 5 to the exponents, right? We're going to group them right now. So multiply the red by the red and the blue by the blue. Remember, when you multiply powers with the same base, you add the exponent. Very simple, right? Okay. Let's try the second one. Second one, the same thing. We multiply 3 times 9, and then we multiply m times m squared, and then n squared times n. Add the exponent. Very simple, remember? Here's the answer, 27m cubed and cubed. These are the same part. Okay, let's move on. Now here's a fraction, but don't worry about it. Now remember, you're going to multiply now. Everything in red gets multiplied together. Everything in green gets multiplied together, and everything in blue multiplies together. That's all we are doing. Very straightforward. Okay? And here's the final answer. Right? Look at it. Pause. Take notes. All right. Here's your turn. Okay. Please pause the video. And here's the answer. Do number 2 now. B. Letter B. And here's the answer. Okay. Another one. Please pause the video. And here's the answer. Straightforward. Very good. Now let's look at example number 2. Now this one, 4 is going to multiply the entire trinomial inside, the quadratic trinomial, okay? So 4 will multiply 3 and 4 and 8. Okay? Very simple, straightforward. And then when you multiply it, you get that answer. Is that clear? All right, move on. Now how about this one? Now 6 will multiply 2p and q. P will also multiply the same thing, and Q will multiply the same thing. Everything in the parentheses will be multiplied by everything on outside it. Okay? Just follow it. And you can pause anytime this video. You remember that. Here's the answer. Perfect. Alright. Now here's a fraction. I know you get a little bit confused about fraction, but that's okay. Now remember, half is going to multiply 6 and 8. X squared will multiply x and x squared and y squared, and y will multiply also y and y squared. Everything outside will multiply everything inside. It looks a little confusing, but it's just look at it clearly. It's going to be all right. You could see that, and now here's the answer. Now remember, we are multiplying everything outside, everything by inside. It looks big, but I just expanded it, so no big deal. And here's your answer. Okay, try this on your own, please. Pause the video for A. And here's the answer. Okay, next one. Same thing, please pause the video and do that. And here's the answer. Now, another one. Do the same thing. Don't worry about it. Just concentrate. And here's the answer for C. You can rewind the video. Now, to multiply a binomial by a binomial, remember binomial has two terms. You can apply the distributive property more than once. So it means everything outside will multiply everything inside. Now look at this one. Now, okay, there was a mistake here. Now x plus 3 is going to multiply x plus 2. So everything outside will multiply everything inside. Look what I did now. I am distributing the x first and then the 3 first. Just multiply it. And here is our work. And 3 multiplies x plus 2. Now, when you expand it, and then here's your final answer. Now remember, 2x plus 3x could be combined, and then we get 5x. And here's the answer. Now, another method is new. Maybe it's a new term for some of you. It's called FOIL. Here, let's look at it, how it is. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. Now first, the one in red, x and x. Inner is going to be 3 and x. Outer is going to be x and 2, and last is going to be x and 2. I confuse you a little bit here. Okay, here's the first. Here's the outer. Here's the inner, inside, and here's the last. Okay. Now all you have to do is combine the ones on the right side. Got it? Now here is the first, outer, inner, last. When you combine them, you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Some people find that easy. That's same thing here. Now here's what we can use that now, the same thing. Now remember, the outside will multiply, the left side will multiply the right side. So we're going to distribute s and 4 to s minus 2. So s is going to multiply s minus 2, and 4 is going to multiply 4 times s minus 2. Do the distributive property, and then you get this answer. So s times s is going to be s squared. Now remember, there is the 2s and the 4s will be combined. Therefore, you end up with positive 2s. And that's the final answer. Right. Now, here is a little different one where the binomial is squared. It's called a squared binomial. Now, here's where many people make a mistake. They distribute the 2 to x and 4. We are not going to do that. That's a common mistake. What you need to do is you consider x minus 4 as a base. Therefore, you are distributing it twice as a base. Okay? So write as a base, and that's what happened to it. Now do the FOIL. When you do the FOIL, of course, I'm going to go a little fast because it's pretty straightforward. Okay, here's one way we could try. The same thing we're going to do, remember. We're going to use the FOIL. Okay, 8m squared is going to multiply m squared and 3n. And then negative n is going to multiply m squared and 3n. We multiply. Now we combine like terms. And that's our final answer. Now here's your turn. Please pause the video. Do the same thing. And here's the answer. I hope you got it right. Okay. Another one. Try this one on your own. Pause the video, please. Okay, here's the answer. Actually, the work. And the final answer. One more time. Pause the video, please. And here's the answer. Remember, when you see your turn, the video. Alright, to multiply polynomials with more than 2 terms, you can use the distributive property several times again. Here's a big example. 5x plus 3 by 2x squared plus 10x minus 6, okay? So remember, 5x plus 3 is going to be multiplied by all the inside values. Got it? And that's what's happening. Remember? So 5x multiplies once, and then 3 multiplies a second time. And this is what happens. Of course, this is just an expanded form of it. And remember, you have to combine like terms. Combine all the like terms. In that case, negative 30x and 30x will cancel each other out. 550x squared and 6x squared will be added together. And here's your final answer. Very good. Moving on. You can also use the rectangular model to multiply polynomials with more than two terms. This is similar to finding the area of a rectangle with the length 2x squared plus 10x minus 6 and the width is 5x plus 3. Here we go. Look at this one. Straightforward. Just multiply the top, the left by the right, the length times width. And then you combine everything that's inside it. And remember, don't forget to combine like terms. And that's your final answer. Now, another method that can be used is to multiply a polynomial is more than two terms is the vertical method. Just so you can multiply numbers. Okay? So if I'm going to multiply this, so what do I do? Here's what you have to do. I multiply first by 3 and then by 5x. First by 3, then by 5x. Okay? And now I'm going to combine like terms, or subtract and add. And that's my final answer. Now, remember the 0x does not count. Then when you simplify, that's your answer. Okay, let's look at this one. This is now when the base is cubed. Remember, you are not going to distribute the 3 to x and 3. That's a common mistake. What we are going to do is we are going to use the x plus 3 as the base. So you have to write 3 times. Okay, so use FOIL method for the left side. And then when you're done working out, use the last one. Again, FOIL method. Okay, now here we multiplied, for example, the red one, the left side. This will take us 2 pages. Then now what we are going to do is we're going to combine 3x plus 3x and we get 6x. So x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now we're going to multiply it by x plus 3 in the next page. Okay, so when we multiply, x will multiply everything on the right side and then 3 will multiply everything on the right side. You see that? And here's a long way that we did. And now we combine like terms. And here's our final answer. Okay, very good. Now, another example using the square method. You can see that. It's the same straightforward. Just multiply the left by the right, or the left by the top. And then we are going to combine like terms. Remember, everything in red is like terms, so we combine them. Now, here's the final answer. Now, you try it at your own. Pause the video, please. And here's the work I did for you guys to see. And here's the answer. One more time. Pause the video, please. And here's the answer. I hope you got the answer right. All right. Do the lesson. You can pause the video and I will give you the answers. And here's the answer. See you tomorrow in class. Thank you.